I'm staring at the screen, flickering candlesticks, it's a neon dream. Voices whispering trades I shouldn't make. Fevered fantasies are just another mistake. Confidence, they say, buy high, hold tight. Far too late when the market takes a flight. Whispers twist my nose, I'm falling for the bait, ending up with losses at an alarming rate. Voices in my head make me buy when I should sell. Euphoria and dread, it's a roller coaster spell. Whispering doubt makes me break my golden rule. I'm just dancing with my demons, acting like a fool. Voices screaming in my head, shut the hell up, please shut the hell up. Stress and panic tug me from side to side. One day a king, next day I run and hide. Self-doubt knocks me on the edge of the drop. My faith in numbers sways until it finally stops. One minute they're shouting about the moon, next moment despair hits, it's over too soon. Paralyzed by fear, profit slipping away. Caught in this constant battle every single day. Voices in my head make me buy when I should sell. Euphoria and dread, it's a roller coaster spell. Whispering doubt makes me break my golden rule. I'm just dancing with my demons, acting like a fool. Voices screaming in my head, shut the hell up, please shut the hell up. 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 Man in a trap. Wow, yeah. I'm the man in a trade buried in the red. Hold L, lean through the pain with the screen-fed head. Shovel in my hand, digging for a pump. Charts are crashing down, I'm the diamond hand chump. Eyes on the candlesticks, I'm losing my mind. FOMO's got me locked, I'm running out of time. I'm the man in a trade, trapped in crypto's cage. Won't you save me from this blockchain rage? I'm the man in a trade, leverage burn my soul. Waiting for the moon, but I'm stuck in this hole. Feed my greed with coins, shit coins in the dirt. Promise Lambos gleam, but my wallet's hurt. Jesus of the dip, won't you buy my stack? Satoshi's ghost just laughs, there's no turning back. Eyes on the
Check, check, 1 2 1 2.
Trapped in crypto's cage. Won't you save me from this blockchain rage? I'm the man in a train. Leverage burn my soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the compulsory routine ritual that we do every night. Cover your ears if you are sensitive to loud noises. Don't let me scare you. It's just a little cowbell. Never hurt anybody. If you want to join me in ringing the cowbell, grab your ding-a-ling and shake it right along with mine. It feels really good when you do it. Ring-a-ling-a. Ding-dong. Prepare yourself for the greatest adventure known to man on YouTube. Joining the turkey as we look at technical analysis and the plight of Bitcoin. Starting now.
For those of you out there that have been holding
Crap.
I'm sure say thank you very much.
I mean, we're late. This is the first time Sean did it on cue. Wow. Told you I could do it. Yeah. I have faith in you, Sean. I'm going to give you. Good job. Oh, it ain't nothing. I practice all the time. All right, let's give it out for Sean for hitting the button and not making us wait 30 seconds in that awkward silence. Moments! Looking at Bitcoin here on the 6 minute because that's where we started out on our little degen things, just looking at it. And most of you recognize only smaller time frames, I do believe. Upsy and downsy and lots of that. I think when we were last talking, you know, we were somewhere over flirting with these areas, something like that. Maybe it was over here. I do remember taking this trade here, they going up and taking a little profit and then seeing it come down like, what the hell? Getting stopped out and like, oh wow, man. Well, that don't look like fun. I was getting kind of pissed at the market and everything, and remember this trend line over here and it's like, that could just be just a retest. Turns out it likely was. I didn't really have faith in this until I started recognizing or looking at this as being a possible diamond reversal. And it started, you know, and it seemed to be holding those characteristics. And so when she came down and she retested this line over here, I was like, that's a higher low. Let me finish drawing my dom in that. So seeing that, and then when she's flirting with the trend line, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, were we getting back into something? Oh no, it's a fake out. But when she bounced off of here, off of this area, it's like, I'll lock that. So I started building a position over here, just little by little, putting my stop losses way over here, because I got tired of getting stopped out, man. And the fees, I don't know, the fees just seem to. You ever notice when you open up a trade in automatic, you're automatically off the rip, you're in unrealized loss. So a certain trade, like, you know, there's like, and then you set your stop loss, and okay, well, this should be a break-even trade. But no, there's that fee, that first little unrealized loss that you got in. Try to take profits along the way to kind of negate that, and so if it stops you out, but still, it's like, wow, that was uneventful. But anyway, this was kind of cool, but I gotta say, maybe I'm gonna crank up the leverage or something, because I mean, that was not bad. It's a 2% move out of Bitcoin, and I think I was starting out somewhere around 10x leverage. May have started out a little smaller because I wasn't trusting what was going on over here, right? I was actually entertaining the idea of shorting, which I don't like to do, but since we broke this trend line over here, I was like, okay. And she just started getting all janky over here, and I was like, okay, this is higher high. I mean, she made you know, a higher high than this one, and then a lower low. Then, you know, I'm like, oh man, we're playing games now. So I wasn't really trusting a short. The times I did, they got stopped out. You know, I was trying to short from here, or close to here, but she started coming back. As it is. But we got the nice little breakout that seems to be going up, and we started following some trend lines, and then drew this trend line to see where this might find some support, which it did not. We hit these areas. This green line is the bigger pull 382. So we came from our bottoms over here. We came up to this fib area here, this little red line area, if you can see that, 382. Finally got past it, played with it a lot, got past it again, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. So when we started crossing this yellow line and that red line, I was like, I'm gonna add a little on these pullbacks here, and here we are. Now what we can do is try to figure out what the hell's going on. This is a pivot point, right? So these are places where we expect a reaction. That's what I try to target as a pivot point. So places where I expect it to give back something. A lot of times they could be the reversal, and they could start working on, find a higher low or a lower low to find a low. So those are the kind of things I try to look for with the Fibonacci's and play them. And sometimes, if it gets bullish, it does something here, have a reaction, but it might get a shallow pullback. So that's what we're looking for now. That was wordy. Actually, I think we can probably, let me see if I can clear off this chart. I think we can do that. Let me zoom out here. This is the one that I actually used to trade on. Oh man, what happened? TradingView, you froze up on me. Well, folks, looks like that's the end of the show tonight. TradingView just we're back. We're back. It's like magic. Look this. Okay, so do I want to keep this? This was I mean, I think that's still good. I don't want to this. That's still a target from when we figured over here. What is that? 134. We'll trust her to come back up again. I'm going to clean out this chart so we can look at her fresh in the new here. Here we are on the daily, okay? So what's going on the daily? So just big cloud getting thicker, looking very enticing to have us come closer to it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we've done is we fell beneath the 21 and the 9-moving average, and we're coming back up to test them on the daily. If this 9-moving average crosses over here over the next day or so, well, then I expect us to start coming down, start testing these areas down here around the 50-moving average, which is around 100,000. That's kind of how this 5-moving average strategy works. Now, is there any sign here that might make me think that 9 will cross over that? Possibly. I put an extra little moving average on here, the 5. We're above it now, so that tells me we're going back up here to test that one. But she need to start pulling herself around too. So I'm starting to lean with the thought that maybe she might still be rolling over. So I know it's going to start feeling really, really bullish here now, because they're going to say the bottom's in, baby. We're ready to go up to $140,000. That is coming. I'm pretty good at predicting what YouTube is going to do. That is probably coming tomorrow. And until people realize that, oh man, we're up against resistance. Yes. You remember we had trend lines that we broke, right? I mean, we did. Big asshole trend lines that we broke, and they're going to pose some resistance. And that'd be great if we come up and actually touch that one. Well, that would be awesome. I would not be opposed to that idea. But what I'm looking for, my featherless friends, is this area right here at $107,000, a little bit above it. Almost 107.5, but just not quite. And that's my thumbnail. 107K. Can we hit it? I've been hoping or thinking. What's the word I'm looking for? Not really forecasting, but this has been what I've been looking for us to come back up and do a retest, because I think we're still in a correction myself. All of this up to the upside and everything, and maybe this is our A, B, C, and that was it. Maybe we got a new angle, whole new little channel idea going on. Do we have any kind of thing That's a little shaky. Look at, honestly, it looks like you're cutting a different angle there. Do you have something there? Holy crap, do you? Pardon me, I hadn't really looked at this idea yet, but that is our last touch before we broke through. So I'm gonna take, are you doing something? Holy crap, you're doing something. Yeah, it's turning. If you see that, we were in a channel. Let me take this one back. We were in this channel, and now she's this is helping us kind of graph out the turn. But anyway, that kind of suggests that. All right. Maybe we can get a little higher. Maybe we can get a little higher. Maybe 108.5. It would be awesome to get back to 110. That would be pretty cool. It's within the fib structure. Actually, that's, let's see, for where we pull back to 786 here. I would actually be looking for us to kind of tap that. But I was considering these areas over here that we're starting to come up against, especially this one right here. This is the one I'm kind of really looking at. This got a bunch of lines. I know. Let me see if I can unclutter this a little bit. We don't need this guy over here anymore. Get rid of him. This is old news. We'll make him red. He's going to be the La Resistance. We'll make this guy orange because he's kind of hot too, kind of resistance. So, and that is right around our 0.5 fib area, right around 107. So if we can get bullish enough, this is going to be the first area. So what I'm looking for, man, that red line just, I can't see you now. I gotta make you white. Sorry. I'll just make you big and fat. Oh yeah, that's big and fat. That's what she said. All right, so we got the 50 crossing. This is on the 4 hour. The 50 crossing the 100, and that's kind of negative. That would be a great place to get rejected. So we could see a rejection point on the trend line there. Maybe we just come back and maybe we go for it again or something. But I could see us coming back to retest these areas that we're currently at right now. After hitting somewhere right around 107. But if we can get past 107, especially if we were to break that trend line, oh man, finding support there, I would be starting to get really bullish that we could go through 108, probably with not much of a hiccup, and then start working on 110. But most likely, I think we'll get rejected there and have to work for it a little bit. That's just my thoughts because of the bearish cross here on the 4 hour. This is my take on it, my interpretation, if you will. Welcome everyone to the show. Glad to have you here. Come over and say hello. Hi, I'm Road Dog. I'm a performance chartist. I will help you find Bitcoin's next price with flair. Hence the close. Thank you for joining me tonight. We're getting all nerded out here. Well, I'd like to. That's not the. That is the delete button. Don't tell me what button to push. What? Who are you arguing with? I'm always arguing with myself. Oh, you're the wrong chat. All right, so 20 minutes in, and pretty much got over my Bitcoin spiel. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to improve my time here so we can get to altcoins faster. Hey, Haven was first tonight. Good to see you, Haven. Bullish on parade. We got Ave Medina playing with the dingling. Gotta love the dingling. What? Well, now I'm out of focus. Focus. I'm the one that's supposed to chase squirrels, not you. Well, okay. Well, now you get a fuzzy turkey. Did I do something? Watch me really screw it up here. It's been so long since I did this, I probably will. Okay, now you're pissing me off, camera. I got too much stuff on my camera. Oh, there we go. Smile. That's not doing anything. Ah, crap. Okay. Well, we got... That's going to get on my nerves, dude. When did I go fuzzy? Maybe it's my glasses. Fuzzy turkey. Am I freaking out too much? Shouldn't you? Now I'm more fuzzy. Turkeys aren't supposed to be fuzzy. Silly. All right, I'm twisting knobs and things and I can't see what I'm doing. All right, so we got a fuzzy turkey. My bad. I'll try to fix that later. Back to the show here. 27 people hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with the fuzzy featherless turkey here. We got Ave. How's it going, Ave? And so, Haven Pack, welcome to the fan club. Well, we got lots of stuff going on. Hey, while I'm doing this, let me go ahead and put out this little marker here. As soon as I can find it. Man, I know that there's a where's the little focus thingy? I thought you were it. You turn. Or you want to tell me you're aperture or something crazy like that? That shouldn't be that easy. Ah! All right, fuzzy turkey. I can't do anything about the fuzzy taste. Hey, there's Floki's Angels. How's it going, Floki's Angels? Never get tired of that comment. Goody Marshmallow. Joe from Trade Intuition, fellow YouTuber. Go check him out right over here. Streaming every day. Sometimes he even streams at night after right around after I do. Right around midnight. We got about an hour left. I don't know if he's going to or not. I kind of like it when he does, but hey, that's it. Oh, look. Oh, we already saw that. I got sidetracked. Squirrel. That happens a lot. Get used to it. Turkey like squirrel. Go figure. I'm interspecies. I got a hankering for some squirrel. MG Motorsports. Floki loves my show. I know she does. Isn't it crazy? I know. I love to hear about it. The fuzzy turkey. How about the fuzzy turkey? Save us, road dog. They're running us. They're running over us. What? They're overrunning us. The bears, please send ether for transactions. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this was all before I got up. The show up and running. I was playing around with my portfolio, man. When I get into it, it's where hours can go by. I got too much crap to keep up with. Blue is a pretty color. Blue is a pretty color. Uh-oh. Joe says we're entertained with the music. I didn't even get a chance to change it. I normally try to change it up a little bit. Holy 10-second Bitcoin spike. Hey, there's Answer Me. How's it going? Sleek Coil. How's it going, Sleek Coil? How's Art Block ABT looking? We will take a look at that. Making my list right now. So ABT. Maybe wet my whistle. Yeah, it's out of wetness. This ain't got no whistle to it. Refreshing. Skittle water. Gotta work on my whistle. Wow, we got lots of cowbells going on over here. Sir James, how's it going? Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon, wherever you may be. Chaotic Rage. Hey, there's Sam. What's up, Sam? Sam, aren't you the one that came up with the performance chartist? Diaz. Ha, our favorite turkey. Thank you, Joe. Joe says video on my other monitor, but listen. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing great. Sam says he's a smoked turkey. Chaotic Race, this picture is fine here. Really? Maybe it's my glasses. I don't know. I can't. Oh wow, that's a freaking that's one blurry turkey right there. Wow. When you get older, you I don't know, man. I had really excellent, like more than excellent, like superb eyesight. And then as you get older, it's like, now I feel like I'm freaking blind. It's reading glasses, just reading glasses. But I have these multi-focus ones, and I have to wear them pretty much all the time for everything. You think you need regular glasses, but no, you're not bad enough to get regular glasses. But I guess because my eyesight was so good that it bothers me as much as, because I don't know, it's just weird. Getting old. I'm going to be 27 next week. Witness protection turkey. Man, I'm way. Oh, here we go. Submit your coin right here for super. What does it say? Submit your coin request for live analysis. Priority goes to members and super chats. Well, that is true. MG Motor says Flock and Soph. No, I'm not familiar with those. Oh, I almost misspelled it. No, we couldn't. We wouldn't want to type that out. Okay. Flock and Soph. Gator says greeting from Holland. Hey, glad to have you here, Gator. Thank you for being here from Holland. I always wanted to go there. We got Becco. Gator, could you look at FET? Yeah, I sure can. I got a bag of that staking somewhere. And I need to keep up with that one myself. OG1! What's staking with you, my friend? Good brown gravy. Road Dog, have you looked at Goon Sea in a while? Not lately. I think there might have been one day, I don't know if you were here that stream, that we took a look. It was on deck screen when I pulled it up. I was like, oh wow. We'll take a look at that. Answer me. I've been trading a coin Mira back and forth. Not bad. Is that I think I saw that moving on Tokenmetrics or something. Yeah, that one. Nobody's talking about that one in a minute, have they? I think the eyes are so funny. Eyes, the turkey eyes. They'll get you. They'll get you. It's hard being a handsome turkey. Stuff in the real world, it's not. No, nobody really notices me in the real world. I'm not really a turkey here, but here on YouTube, man, I'm a handsome turkey. I'm a handsome little devil. Hey, yeah. I can just stare at myself all night. I think I look like a bass. I wonder if there's a bass builder. It wouldn't have the appeal as the turkey. I guess I started getting kind of down on the turkey for a minute, and I started missing my old, kind of voodoo looking freaky face and the glowing eyeballs. I started missing that, and I started getting down on it. And then as soon as I started getting down on it, I started liking it. That's crazy. So now I kind of like the turkey because I got the voodoo thing, but now the voodoo thing doesn't, the voodoo doll thing, he doesn't go with the vibe. He doesn't go with the vibe. He doesn't have the expression that the turkey's got the expression. You can't do that with the voodoo thing. It looks like David Lee Roth is trying to. It's not. It don't have the same thing. Hippo says Floki's Angels. I gotcha. MG Motorsport says I've worn glasses since I was 3, blind as a bat. Oh man, I've known a lot of people that worn them. I was fortunate enough not to have to, but now it's like, it's crazy. Sam says, yeah, I said performance chartist one night. Might have had some apple butter that night. Well, it's on my Twitter. I'm a performance chartist. Thank you, Sam. I never would have come up with that word without you. So Sam gets the credit for performance chartist. Well, that should go on my Wikipedia page if I ever had one. That was Hippo, right? Okay, make sure we got that. All right, well, let's start taking a look out first. Let's do things proper if you don't mind. Proper. Wait, did we looked at Bitcoin on the daily and everything, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did, right? Yeah, that little non-moving average kind of sketchy over here, so I don't know. So we're going to see if we get past 107 or not. That cloud's beckoning for us. Don't know if we're going to go in it or not. If we do, hey man, we get to buy Bitcoin a lot cheaper. My only fear is Bitcoin dropping means altcoins drop with it. That would suck. Because we don't see the big used to back in the day. What would happen? Bitcoin go on a tear. You know, the OGs would sell their Bitcoin and then they go throw it in some of these new fancy altcoins, and they start going up. And they're like, "Oh man, this is like really compounding my money. Wow, look, I'm going to go for my third Lambo next week." And they were doing it. Oh my gosh, we're talking like 2016, 2017, back in those days, right? That was the play. They got a whole structure, a whole system, selling those courses for tens of thousands of dollars, and now that stuff kind of doesn't work anymore. This is Bitcoin season. This is what we were talking about on this channel for the past for the past 3 years. You know, if this is Bitcoin season, what is it going to do for altcoins? And now we know that assumption was pretty much spot on. They're not doing crap. I mean, they do a little, but it's Bitcoin season. This is Bitcoin cycle. This one and probably half of the next one. We've been waiting for global adoption. We got it. Finally here. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. I mean, it was such a dream. Even last cycle. I mean, if it wasn't for COVID, we still wouldn't be here right now. Do you realize that if it wasn't for COVID coming and the whole world having to go through that, Bitcoin would not be where it is right now? We would probably be still stumbling somewhere around 13 to maybe 17,000, maybe 20. I don't know. But I remember last cycle we're thinking, man, we get to 20,000. Yeah, whoo, baby. Just like this cycle was thinking, well, we can get to 100,000. Yeah, baby. It's just hard to hold on to them Bitcoin that you had back then. I did find. I'm putting them into a piggy bank that won't give them back now. All right, so here we are looking at our indices. Total 3. That is looking good. Now, total 3, she's got above this little line over here. If you can, which are you? That way. That way. Right up there. All right, so we're getting a candle popping above there. We can see these 3 rising valleys. Some people call them an inverted head and shoulder. And this is where, when it comes to patterns, this is what I try to stress on my channels. I mean, there's names for a bunch of them, okay? But it's kind of like when I was in my art classes, right? You can look at all the details and all the specifics on everything, and you can try to get it, but what's really going to help it click for you and make things come together in proportion a lot easier is if you just kind of zoom out and look at the basic shapes. And so, yeah, I mean, when we see these things, look at the shoulder, head and shoulder, or, you know, yes, 3 rising valleys, but still, you still got your basic kind of shapes, right? Circles, triangles, that kind of thing, rectangles, which are channels. So you got this. So if you can see that, you don't have to worry so much about, well, is this a cup and handle in here? Is this a bob? Is this a flag? Is this a? You don't have to go through all that. You don't. It fits within channels or triangles or basically those, really. You either got channel going this way or you got it squeezing somehow, okay? That's basically what, and you know, a triangle, you know what a triangle is? It's just half of a channel. Okay, that's enough. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I start getting in on this. I can't help it. I have to share these ideas. But the real winner today, my friend, is a Bitcoin dominance, and I think we should take a look at that on the big screen because it's doing what we needed it to do, and it looks so much more impressive on these smaller time frames. So, let's see, come down to the hour. It was looking very scary, and it still may get scary because these moving averages are still kind of bullish. So, and we are coming to areas that might act as possible support. Okay, so, but this is the scenario that we were hoping for, that we would get rejected. It was starting to look like it wasn't going to happen, man. She kept making higher highs here, but she finally hit our little box over rejection. You were supposed to say box over rejection. Oh, when I need you to say something, you don't say something. Is that how this works? Is that where we are now? This is the box O rejection. Oh, you can't even spell it right. Rejection. So the box of, you're still there. The box of rejection right up there, and we came up intact, but it's just a 786 fib area. That I mean, for this fib pool, that's what we're hoping for. Bitcoin is at one right now, or oh, never mind. We'll get into all this stuff later. So she got rejected there, and so that's cool. And if it'll keep happening, then altcoins get happy, and maybe it can, because if we're looking pattern wise and trend lines, twin line wise, you can see we got a rising channel, and you know, also some people will be looking, trying to formulate some kind of triangle out of it, whatever. It's rising, so break a trend line, come on down. But honestly, I still don't trust it yet. I don't trust it yet. I do not trust Bitcoin dominance yet. It is giving us a red dot here on market cipher, and stochastics are coming down. It's giving us the signs we need to see, and money flow is coming down, if that makes any sense. On the MACD, we got some falling lightning histograms there, and these things are curving over. Not yet crossed. When we start printing some purple and cross bearishly, then ooh, then we be happy. Then we will be happy. Then we will be, oh my God, this is like, altcoins are awesome. Oh my God. Did you see the latest, the latest Inu coin just came out. They're awesome. But, and I hope we get there. I do. But I'm also looking, we're still above that 9 moving average. We have not lost, this is on the daily. We have not lost that little sucker yet. The little 5 is like sticking, it's got a little boner just sticking up right behind it. Like, oh, don't look. I'm just going to stick up behind you. And I don't know. Can we push down and keep coming down? I'm not seeing it yet. I'm hoping for it. Okay. But the red dot on market cipher, that's at least some hope. That's some hope. 4 hour, we don't have the bearish cross of the 9 over the 21 yet. The 5 has, but I guess you'd say it would. Ichimoku Cloud is not saying, maybe I'm ready to sink you down to the depths of hell. She's saying, I can see some chop going on around here, dude. Because we got a bullish cross going on over here with, I mean, I still see some bullish stuff here too. We're not out of the woods yet, but we are getting some relief. The sucky thing would be, are you going to have the same 618? No, you're going to have a 0.5 there. So the old 618 becomes the new 0.5. We could be catching some support somewhere through here, and then go back up again. We watch these altcoins just zigzag. Look, we're up. Now we're down. Look, we're up. Now it's like, oh, I'm a millionaire. Now I'm not a millionaire. Oh, I'm a millionaire. Now I'm not a millionaire. You're playing a dance, something like that. Or maybe, oh, $15. Oh, no, $10. No, $15. Oh, now $10. It's not very fun. But as long as it's coming down, we're happy, right? So we can hope. The daily is trying to say that she might be able to take a little run down. So let's hope and cross our fingers that yes, you will come down, at least double tap this area. Come back and talk to Lucy. Come back and do something. How do you look on the 1 hour? So that does not look bearish to me. I'm sorry, that does not look bearish to me. So be careful with altcoins, because I think it's going to be a wishy-washy little game. Maybe we should look at total 3 over here just really quickly, just to kind of see. This is our big-ass box over rejection over here. And kind of the similar situation with Bitcoin. We lost the trend line there, lost it, coming back up for a possible retest idea. Now, whereas Bitcoin dominance moving averages look kind of bullish, these don't look as nearly bullish. They starting to get some bearish crosses going on. Trying. I do see this 200 starting to curve here above the 800, and I'm thinking, well, that might be fun to play. So maybe we get still a little bounce up. We're looking for maybe to test this area about where we broke out of. That's about $880 billion. We're at 858 billion, so maybe a 30 more billion coming in before we might start rolling over. Remember this how this normally works when you break major trend lines is the price gets a bounce back up a lot of times, and it's called a bearish retest. And then she can come over and come back down higher, or a higher low, or a lower low. And the lower low would suck, and that would kind of go right in line with summer. And I don't know, I just don't want to have another summer like we had last year. That one sucked. Maybe I got PTSD. But I've also got some weird ass idea over here. Oh, okay, well that is sticking. This is a trend line that cuts through. Now, this is not how you should normally do things, but this is a way to look at just a different channel idea. We have a channel. This was just a little deviation from it, bear trap, if you will. It's possible. I mean, it's got touches. It's got validness, but we don't normally. I mean, if we zoomed out on some chart, it might be relevant. This might just be all wicks or something, but. It's a secondary idea is how I would put it, and not the main idea, but it has some credence, and it seems like that line is holding. If it's true, if we got some kind of makeshift kind of channel up here, it suggests that maybe we can come back up and make a higher high on total 3. So I'm not being totally bearish, even though we lost this trend line. If the market does decide to get bullish, bouncing off of this, we got some good bounces off of an 800 moving average, so maybe. Lucy's above it, so I'm on an 8-hour time frame here. It's suspect, but it could happen. Okay. I personally kind of like this idea. This is let me get rid of the channel. Just go back to the basics over here. We had the inverted head and shoulder, or inverted head and shoulders, and we came back for a retest of that trend line. That's how I like to look at it. And actually, this is on the daily. It's bouncing off the 50 moving average. 200's over here. We got a good chance to come back up and talk to the 200 moving average. That's still that same area, just a little higher, 890, almost $900 billion. That would be cool. So if that's true, if we are bouncing off of this trend line and 50 moving average is giving us some support, then this should be our higher low. And I guess that's where I'm getting this trend line is starting to make sense a little bit more. That does not work. So it does, we do have some resistance up here with these other moving averages that were rejected from the 200, and it may become a slow burn. But Bitcoin dominance, man, as long as Bitcoin dominance is going down, it gives total 3, our altcoins, a chance to come up and reclaim some of the ground that they lost. I don't know if we're out of the woods yet, but it's a nice little start. We're doing what we should have done, catching some support here. Which I was telling you about from way over here. Like, hey man, it's got a good chance to come back down here. I said it again over here. It's got a good chance to still come back down here. No guarantees, but if you know that, if you know that it's got a high probability for this pattern to come back and retest its breakout area, then that can help you play that pattern better. Better than just, oh look, head and shoulders, oh, I thought we're going to the left side. Yeah, then you can come back down a lot of times. You can work that. You can strategize. I don't know. I think you can strategize with that. I just don't see other people talk about this kind of stuff. It's just always, look, this is that, and it's changing like every 3 minutes. I've seen this before. I've seen people, we're gonna watch for us to do this. But it can also be this inverted head and shoulders. And I'm like, well, which is it? Is it a bottom reversal or a top reversal pattern? I don't know. Maybe I'm too picky. Am I too picky? We were supposed to get over to ABT, and it's finally 45 minutes into the show, and now we look at our first altcoin. Ah, man, I'm still working on my time. Art Block, she's taking a beating here on the 4-hour. What's happening? Check her out on the daily here. Oh, we got here. Oh, that was down here. So we had a. Oh, did you? Oh, snap! Sorry, people, but I've not looked at Art Block in a while, and since we're here, I put my little arrow over here saying the target that I was really looking for, because we were down here in these areas at a time, and it seems kind of crazy to put a target like that over there, but it was our 618 Fibonacci area. Anyway, I still got some higher targets, but that was one of the ones, and she nailed it. She nailed it with the red arrow. So nailed it. It's not necessary that I want to do this, but this seems to be the thing for YouTube, where you gotta do all this stuff and document it and throw it over here on the vanity wall and say, come join my paid trading group. So I don't have a paid trading group. All right, so this is ABT. It's just an example. I mean, we do document it for the sake of just proving that, you know, these ideas they will work, that you can work with this and either use a strategy similar to what I do or come up with your own. Alrighty. We'll take it that that's our bottom, and now we got our 236 fib area right here. That will be the next first area that I'd be really concerned about hitting. We need to get above that one. That's was what we came up and a tap before, so 141. I wouldn't settle for anything less, to be honest with you. We need to do it. If we're going to be turning around, we need to do it. That's a fine and dandy target. But what are we doing right now? Here I am on the daily. Bigger moving averages, or they're up and to the right, kind of. Just gotta get these other guys to catch up with them.
high, funky calling to the sky. With every dip and every rise, he's the boss.
142. Okay. Looks like we're coming down for possibly a 618. Let's look for that one to hold. So we broke trend line.
Charts and candles, he's the king. Quantum leaps and turkey swing. Audience notes the master show.
All right, the first place I would look for reaction is down here about 78 cents, but I would keep this little guy on the radar for 61 just because of we're at a bottom pattern, and she could be coming down for she could be coming down a little bit lower to about 53 is 886 retracement. We're below our 236 Fibonacci area now, so this is accumulation zone in my personal opinion. And we don't have it that way. And if it does get around 65 cents, oh man, that's the sweet spot to get it. That's the sweet spot to get it. So it looks like she'll catch something here because they usually do. It might even find support here and then go along this little merry way. I just get the feeling she's doing a little bit of a zigzag correction. That might be it. There's some support here at the 100 moving average. I'm just going to. I want to paint this one orange. see what happens here, but I think eventually we're going to get down here, and then I think that's going to be the sweet area. So ABT, that's what I'm seeing on the daily. Ooh, 4 hour is looking kind of spiffy here. Okay, put a little bit more weight on this one for right now. It's kind of suggested maybe it might be kind of rounding out here, so let's look at that. If we get some kind of rounding support over here, let's see if we can suit something like that. If not, then still this one. Oh, that needs to be green, doesn't it? Green for buy me. All right, so looking for this idea, but it's not a solid idea, so I want to make. All right, let's take a look at FET. Fetch AI here on Binance. She's at 79 cents. We'll zoom out and see what has happened here. So I drew this trend line here to extend it out to see where we might be coming down to. We did come down and test that trend line and broke it just a little bit with a nice little bear trap, getting back into it. Strong move. I like that. I look for that. I look for that. That's why I love trend lines and why I love bear traps when they happen. And it's been following this trend line until just recently. Started deviating here. Bear trap, but didn't do like this one, did it? Fake out, you little faker. Came back and then lost it. Came back, tested it, and then lost that trend line. And here we are. So good chance we might be working on a little zigzag down. If you're to look at this as a channel and take your measure move from it, it would suggest that we come down here right about where our 100 moving average is. So we got that idea. That is right above our 618. Now I don't know. She didn't ever come back to that little zone. But personally, I think this area right through here would be a great little area to look for her to come to. Not now, but right now it looks like she's trying to go up. But at some point, I think she's got a good chance to come back and retest her breakout from over here. Because that happens. And you've also got some bearish crosses happening over here on these bigger moving averages. So I do think she'll be working on a. Let's get Elliot. He's got the 3-wave thing. Where do you? Oh. Okay, Elliot. Acting like I didn't zoom out. What the hell are you saying? Let's try it over here. Elliot. Elliot, you're counting. How are you counting your waves? You think that's a fight? You think that? Okay, Elliot thinks that maybe that's it. I don't totally agree with it. I think it's probably got another. I think it's got a retest and maybe another leg down. But hey, we'll see. Elliot says, nope, you're fine. You're going up. Go do it. Go do it. Elliot says, go ahead and take your trend line over here. It does fit there. I'll give you that, Elliot. I'll give you that. Does it? It does. Okay. All right. I think Elliot's convinced me that maybe it's a C-wave correction already. It does seem to fit my channel criteria. So I'll ride with you, Elliot. I'll ride with you. If so, our next target we need to look at would be 105, right in that area, and then another target up ahead. It might take it a while to get there, though. Unless she just goes hog wild. There are some nice crosses trying to happen here on the 4 hour. If you're using the bigger moving averages, like if you get 800, 600, 300, the 4 hour is a good one to watch to see how they're crossing. And when they flip, we're ready. When they flip on that 4 hour, we are ready. And they're trying. I would say within the next week, we should probably have these flips either confirmed or failed, and hope they don't fail. But I don't know how much, what big of a range that some of these coins can go. They can still have a range to go through the play-in as these moving averages, you know, flip. So I do think that we are looking better for altcoins, but then again, it can all change just depending on what Bitcoin does, right? And if Bitcoin goes down, altcoins are going down too, Bubba. They just can't seem to catch a break. 21 people hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Let's take a look at Goon C. KuCoin. Who? Oh, they got you on perpetuals over here. I see. Oh wow. Where did we look at you before? Ah, here. Okay. Well, I think we were hoping that that was going to be our bottom, if I'm not mistaken. And if it's color coded, is that what it was? No, that wasn't it. Okay. I may have just put a white line there for the bottom then. I'm trying to make that gray when I do that. Interesting. Oh, we got our 236 up here. What happened with that? Oh. Well, so we put our 236. She was bottoming out here, and I must have I pulled it to that wick, and I think I just drew. I don't know. Must have drew a trend line there. Looked like she came down and tested our 113 area. That's where I would normally draw a white line. Let me correct all this stuff right now. Oh, you are gray. They're not apparently gray. What? Oh, well, that's not gray enough, man. Come on, dude. I have to go like that. Okay. That makes more sense now. All right, so I was looking for this to be a bottom, made a nice little W pattern. Would it qualify for me? I'd still say the same dang thing again. And then sometimes it's not the bottom, and then that happens. Perfectly legit call to be trying to look for one. It was kind of odd that it would be above that wick, though. In retrospect, I kind of think, how she wicked down. But you know, hey, 786, whatever. Maybe it'll fly. All right, so it didn't bottom, and sometimes that happens. And still, it's not even touched this fib from what I've got there. So hopefully there's not another round coming down. So right now, what we got to do is pull our fibs down here to this bottom. Take this little guy, and I'm going to put him there and erase this guy. And now we just got to change everything around. Now we got a new level, or 236, and it looks a little better. Honestly, though, that would look even better. I'm going to do something weird. I don't know. Let's color this one kind of, oh, a hot pink. No reds. Go with,
sunset dripping like honey to the sea. Whispers in the sand calling to me. Your rhythm's a treasure that sets me free. Dance with me, dance with me.
So I'm gonna put a little note. I'm testing an idea there. All right, so put you back over here. And our 100 moving average is also at that area too. So we need to try to get up there, man. We need to try to get up there and try to break through it and hopefully not go down any further. So we're going to try to assume, just like we did over here, that we got a bottom. That's all I got to work with until we actually get one. It hadn't really hit one of my fib bottoms, so I'm curious. So, oh, you can't go down there. That's a negative number, silly. Well, that can't work. All right. So, well, let's hope, because she can't get much closer to zero than where she is. All right, let's take a look at Soph. Binance has got this. I do not know what this is, but she's on fire right now anyway.
Where the waves grow slow, box drums breathe with a secret's flow. Oh, eyes ignite in a tropical glow. It's the rhythm of us only we will know. Hold tight now, baby, don't look away. Let your hips and your heart lose the gray. We're burning brighter than a coin in play. Let your love won't vanish decay.
So this one's at 7.2 cents. Kind of a roundy shape here. This is a 1 hour, so it's either a new coin or just newly listed. She's finding some rejection here at the 618, so if she wants to keep on getting the bullish, this is going to be the area that we look for her to get rejected.
Spin like the stars with the Milky Way. Crypto dreams in the moonlight sway. Dance with me,
So we got our box of rejection right here. And that is at 79 cents. Possibly up to 83 cents. Or not 83, 7.9 cents and 8.3 cents. 23 people hanging out with me. Glad to have you here. And then... Really?
digital waves crash at our feet. Tokens sway, they catch the light. Ride the tide into the night. Baila conmigo, oh dance with me. Spin that chain, feel the
How to put this guy on the radar over here?
crypto shines, we're living.
Just for that little hopium higher high target that we
Oh dance with me. Surf the blockchain,
like to look for.
unfold.
The little pivot area that we should get some definite rejection, some definite hiccup or a pause in price action, just right under 9.9 cents, right under 10 cents there. So if you're in it, and if you got in it at a good place, say if you bought a breakout over here, or one of the little flags above that breakout, how's it doing for you? Let's say you got in at 5.3 cents, you're up about 34%. Up to our box rejection would be about almost 50% gains there. And getting up into here would be about 84% gains from the breakout area there. So not bad. She seems to be on her merry little way, and there's our new trend line to follow. Excuse you. There's the clock. That wasn't me or Sean. Well, it might have been Sean. Was it you, Sean? He's not answering. All right, so what is SOPH? I don't even know what this is. What is this? Let us take a look. Here's Cubic. Are you having a good day, Cubic? Cubic had a good day the other day, I thought. What is our market cap? Still $177 million on Cubic. Okay, that's interesting. So we're looking at SOPH, S-O-P-H, Sophon, I think, or Sophiaverse. I don't know which one it is. I'm leaning toward this one because that's the one we looked at. It's got the same price on it. So Sophon, $145 million market cap. It has got how many? 10 billion. Oh, great. 10 billion. No, then you're overvalued. Circulating supply is 2 billion. It's got 10 billion coins, 8 billion to rain down on our heads over a period of time. $1.43 million market cap, so it's still a small market cap. It's still got growth. It can still 10x unless there's some big ass unlock that kind of throws a damper on that. Its all-time high was 11 cents, and that was 6 days ago. Whoa! Yep. And all-time low was 4 cents, and that was 2 days ago. So she's had a pretty decent little come up. A little bit of a range there. I don't like coins that get into the mega billions of tokens. I've got to say that. And my reason is because unless you're, and I mean, you're in there early, so maybe it makes it, other than all the insiders that already got their feel of it. I mean, if you're in when it was, you know, well under a $100 million market cap, that was juicy. And maybe you were, but there's so many tokens that it'll do kind of decent, but a little bit sluggish to a point. But then it just gets saturated, and then it's like it takes so much to get it to move. And I want to let you think about some other coins that have humongous token supplies, and think about the way that they move. Caspa, lots of tokens. Cardano, lots of tokens. Moves like a snail. XRP still moves like a snail. Until it doesn't. But it just takes them a long time to do something, and they try your patience. That's my only bitch about them. As long as they make money, it's okay, right? The other coin was Flock. Let's take a look at Flock. Don't know what Flock is either, but Flock is on Bybit on spot here. Oh, you went up and you went down. Sounds like crypto. Oh, you've done this before, I see. Flock. Well, Flock you. 234. Came all the way back down to 5 cents. Ooh, that is a big Flock you right there. When was this? This was, oh my gosh, that was this year. So must have just been launched. And then clearly somebody sold. All right, so let's go back to, when was this? I think it's about the 2nd of January, if I saw that right. So she's still in her technically juicy buy zone or accumulation zone. Tighten up my game here. And I would say she hit a good area to get rejected at right there. So now I would be looking for the possible retrace. She's already lost that. So I'm going to look right in here at this area, right between the 618 and 0.5 fib area. If she's going to continue up and not come back down and do some more of this stuff, which she could do, because that just happens. Oh, but you're saying maybe even deeper. Well, let's put this one on there. It could come all the way back down for a deep ass retrace to 9.8 cents. But I'm really kind of looking right here about 14 cents. Maybe if we're lucky, maybe it'll stop around 17 or 18 and then, you know, consolidate and start going back up. But that was a pretty strong move. Let's come down to smaller time frames and see what you're saying. I guess I can go ahead and put this one over here too. So this one I think is iffy. This one I think is more probable. This one I think could, you know. Sometimes things go up hard, they come down hard. I only see 1, 2. She may have one more move in her though. All right, so if she bounces off the 0.5, I think she's trying to get another move to come back up here, maybe even go higher. If that happens, and this is just preliminary, so I'm making a dotted line here. So if she does bounce around 18 cents, you might see 39 cents come out of it. Or, you know, she make a higher high and try to go to 39 cents, possibly. So let's see if we got something there. There is another trend line right there that's kind of suggesting that for me too. So let's see here on the smaller time frames if we can get a bounce there. If it doesn't, then 14 and maybe even down here. This look more probable on the bigger time frames. So especially as far as support, and I can make an argument we could come back and retest the breakout areas, and that would get us back down to these areas too. So let's see what she does. But there's that one, two. Looks like Elliot. Can you point this out? Oh snap! You got something. You counted different. I counted here. You counted somewhere else. Still the 3-wave, 4-wave, 5-wave is same idea. But where are you doing this from? What the hell is that supposed to? I guess. Clearly. Oh, I wasn't counting from there, but you just gave me a different insight that I wasn't looking at. It sounds a little crazy. But oh man, come on, get that line on there. We got a nice little trend line angle going here that we might be playing the little megaphony pattern. That can definitely get us up to these areas.
Just trust in the chain and the stories untold.
You counted from there, right? All right, let's take a look at one called Becco. I don't see one called Becco. Let's take a look at one called Hippo. Has it got two? Did I write that down wrong? I probably wrote that down wrong. So I think this is the meme coin Hippo, right? Let's see, here it is on the 4 hour. Looks like she lost a trend line. She still looks a little sketchy right now. If this is the right one. Oh, you had a 786. Maybe she's corrected. Maybe she'll come back up. Maybe she'll get above that trend line again and then go on a good move. A lot of resistance right there. I'm looking, if this trend line doesn't hold and she decides to go lower, then 0.0018. But hopefully, I mean, this is a great area to do a bottom. It's just going to be a lot of resistance right over here, about 0.002829 area, right over here. But if it does get back up in there, or if it maybe just starts going on a different trajectory, or gets back in here later or something, that can happen. But there could be an entry here for a play, but kind of risky with the resistance ahead, in my personal opinion. Maybe we just need to remove the psychological resistance there. Leave it out of the way. Yeah, I'm still going to see it. Can't help it. Let's take a look at Miria. Oh, nice one. What are you doing today, Miria? That's what we want to see. These things are starting to flip around. That's nice. That's what we want to see when they flip around. We want to see some nice price action as these things start, as these moving averages start flipping. I'm telling you, I love this pattern, man. This pattern is so fun because it just opens up the field for uppiness. And I like uppiness out of my coins here. So Miri, I think this one's a gaming coin, right? The gaming coins have been starting to move. that you need to look at gaming coins right now before everybody starts talking about them again. I'm just saying. Let's make this. We're gonna do a public service announcement here. Oh, that sucks for color. Well, maybe it doesn't. Look, it's on. Why are you yelling?
Lightning strikes on the edge of fate. Leap of the brave, no time to wait. Path unknown, yet the beat's alive. Feel the passion, let it thrive. Bitcoin by London.
Before everybody starts talking about them. And I am taking a picture of this and I'm posting it over to the group. I guess I'm gonna put it into the chat. It's over here, chat room. That's not the chat room. The lounge. All right, that's my public service announcement. So this is Miria, and she's starting to look a little bit more interesting here. Local fib pool we got. She got over a little zone that she needed to. That was the juicy place to buy her when she was fractions of a fraction of a penny. Now she's 0.001 cent. I'm going to zoom up here to take this fib, and now we'll get our other 236 right there. That's at 0.0015. That should be where we're headed. Might have some rejection in that area because, well, but we need to get over it. So it's not really, I don't know if it's a place to take profit per se, unless you expect it to go down. I think the best profit taking place, or one of them, I feel like we just heard this song.
I saw your face on a digital screen.
I feel like I just heard this song. 0.0021 from where we are now, that's 53% gains. And we get back up here to 0.003, still not even half a penny. That's 126% gains. This is where we were in December, so it might take a little while to get back up. Gaming coins were not hot for, and they haven't been hot for a while. But still in a juicy little place. Now, if you think about, oh, there's my sign. If you look at where this one's been, jeez. This was March. This was a year ago, and it was at 1.4 cents. Now think about this from where we are now, which is about the same place where everybody got in with a really juicy areas back August of 23, and it got all the way up to 1.8 cents, and that was a 13x, 1300%. If we can get up to one of those targets, I mean, we're talking about 10 to 13x just to get back up to where we were before for Miria. We just need the hype to come back. And just notice what they do when they run up. They give it back. This one actually went up for another chance, and then it was gone. So you got to keep that in mind with these altcoins, especially the lower cap ones. They will go back to being low cap again. There's some gains here. I'm thinking this is kind of interesting. Let's go over to CoinMarketCap real quick. Let's look at the tokenomics on Miria. It's got $43 million market cap, small market cap. Just perfect to make some gains for real. If you're on the degen side, you're like, oh my god, You already bought, didn't you? All right, typo in 1-1. Go ahead, fess up if you already bought this. Go ahead, let's admit it. Own that DJ. Hey, I'm kind of impressed, really. I'm kind of like, man, I need some dry powder to get some. I'm sure it's on Solana. I'm sure I can do it through my Phantom wallet here. So this one has got, oh geez, don't ruin it for me. Total supply, maximum supply is 50 billion. We just had a conversation about this, didn't we? Circulating supply is 32 billion. But unlike the other one, which was like $147 million market cap, we said, oh man, it'd be cool if we got in somewhere if it's like, I don't know, under 100 million. This one's at 43, so. Boing! I don't like how many billions of coins. This one was hot before. And since it was hot, when was this? The 24 August, it may much. Since it was hot, it had a $13 million. Really? No, that's unlocked. I'm sorry. You're not going to tell me what was going on with it now, were you? Okay, that's fine. There's been a lot of unlocks since then, and there's still going to be some more to go, so that's something to consider. So it's unlikely to hit those highs that it had before, because it's got about twice as many coins being released since then. So you got to keep things like that in mind too when it comes to some of these. I think the market cap can get up, but there's just going to be so many more coins to take it from you. It's diluting it that way, so. I would look for it maybe get back up to 0.007. Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, you know, we'll get a big influx of money. They'll turn on the money printer. Everybody's like, I need this of all coins. I think they'll do good, but the tokenomics just make me kind of, they make me a little skeptical. But she's definitely at a place for a buy. There's no doubt on that. She's at bottom areas right there. All right, let's take a look now at, oh shoot, we got them all. I got them all. Let's come back to the chat real quick. Anita Cho, I just need the market to go sideways for 10 days. Why is that? Do you think meme will go sideways for the, do I think meme coins will go sideways for the next 2 months? Well, I mean, memes are going to follow everything. The memes will probably, they're kind of like the quick movers, the first movers and stuff. It all depends on Bitcoin. That's all I can say. It all depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin dumps, everything else is going to dump with it. Bitcoin goes up or just hangs out sideways, and Bitcoin dominance drops. Those two things happen, or a combination of those two things. Then altcoins do good. And we're seeing Bitcoin dominance trying to get rejected. I'm not fully sold on it yet, though. I need to see some more. Haven says ZERC. ZK Race. KuCoin's got it. Oh, look at you. Dang. Well,
Man, it's a hot one.
huh.
Like pesos climbing on a quick burn sun. I feel your flicker and the pulse runs deep.
She's on the low, that's for dang sure. We can't deny that.
Blockchain Mona Lisa, they're lifting your glow. You're pulling me into a rebuy.
Let's hope that this 1618 is it. Because I can't calculate anything else for a bottom just yet unless I do something over here, but then it's going to be like it probably 0. That's the fib extension from this move here, from this high to that one. And it didn't touch it. Now that might be my fault, or it might be, well, we could go lower. Don't know which one to tell you on that. Maybe that's close enough for cigars. That's at 0.027. That's going to be resistance. First area of resistance is going to be about 3.96 is what my fibs are telling me here on KuCoin.
Give me a search, make it real, or I'm lost in the fade. And it's just like the coin under the flame. It's the heat of the climb that I feel you.
My personal opinion, I think this 6 cents makes a great little target for it. So she's in a falling channel, which is bullish. Looks like she might have gotten a breakout. Let's zoom in. I'm on the daily, so it does look like she's got a confirmed breakout. Nice, right? Does it? Does it? Did it? I can't tell. Did it? So far, so good. There's still some wiggle room to get past here. My personal opinion. Actually, I'm gonna leave that up there. So she's trying to break out. It's got a higher low. I see the moving averages starting to cross. They're not as far along as some of them are. It looks like it could be a possible. Yeah, this may be the bottom. We're hoping this is the bottom right here. So this is the only one that I can calculate at this point in time. The 1618 that makes a good one. So I would, based on that, I would be willing to chance it. And 88% gains up here to that first target. I think that's the good target right there. 0.06 ZK race. And then 0.082. I don't know how long it'll take it to get there, but if you get a bag down here, you can moonbag it somewhere when it hits 100% or more and pull your capital out. You got a free little bag of money that just grows magically over the next few months. And you just peel off profit whenever you want to from it. And it's kind of a cool way to play the game. Of course, the market's got to be going in your favor, or else you just got a bag that's like, oh, you're gonna do something. But if it's free money, is the best money, and that's the best way I've found to make free money is to moonbag it, because you got it. It's there. It's free, and you got it on spot. You got it. And you didn't have to pay anything for it, but just a little time, sweat, and luck on your side. A little TA, a little gumption, and you got your $100 back out. And then you got free crypto. All right, ladies and gentlemen, been going for about an hour and 30 minutes. I want to come back and take a look at Bitcoin and see how she's holding up. Looked like we took a little nosedive out of Bitcoin. Did you come back down? Imagine that, getting shot down at an area of resistance here. Need to tighten up that line, don't you? Trend lines, resistance, they work that pretty good. This chart looks different. Let's go to the one I was on. Am I still in a trade, or am I stopped out? I think I might have got stopped out. Gosh darn it. Did you stop me out? You little bastards. Is my account any bigger? You little bastards. How the hell does that happen? That was a... My plan lately, I mean, I've been in some good trades. I had good stop loss, in profit. And then when I go check my account, I'm like, well, where's the profit? I'm like, what the hell? Something is amiss there. I like this idea. I don't think it's going to hold. They don't always hold, though. They look like they will, but then they don't always do it. We're in the middle of a big Ichimoku rig cloud here on the 6 minute. That is a 382. We bounced there. That would be a nice one. I'm not going to lie. That's tempting. We're not really hitting 618s that often anymore. It's not really as much of the program at the moment. This is what, the 6 minute? There was our bearish cross coming in right there. Man, did we not hit? We didn't get to go to 107? Bummer. Did you go to 16.5? Did you go any higher? You have not. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, I got some targets that did not get hit on some of my other plays here. And so we're looking, are we going to get a bounce? We got a 382 for support. It'd be nice if that 50 was up there underneath it, but it's not. There's a 100 coming in on the 6 minute. Still not close enough. I don't trust. I looks like you would do something like that. So maybe it will. Elliot, would you mind telling me if you got a... Oh shoot, Elliot, you think it's gonna... You think it's gonna do the bullish thing. Elliot thinks it's gonna do the bullish move. The cloud's making me think it might not. That and this candle keeps going down. That's one clue. It might not. Being below the 9 moving average on any time frame, I count as, well, it's not too happy. So me and Elliot are at odds. Now it can bounce here, and I think, and sometimes I'd be looking for that. Well, I'm just not sold on the idea. I think we're going to break it down. It looks to me like we might break it down. Hello? Well, now we're so close to finding out. I want to see. Are you thickening up? The Ichimoku cloud makes me think that it can go down, and the moving averages are, because we're below the 9 even here on the 1 minute. Bearish cross of that. Let's see what happens here. Let's see, the little 5 is trying to stick up. Maybe that'll help you out, but I got some mixed signals, so I'm really curious to see what this happens. I'm leaning toward it should break it, but normally I would be looking to an entry here. I'd be kind of following what Elliot's trying to say. I'm like, well, let's try it, because you can put a tight stop loss, right? And unless she does something devious like wicks down and then goes up, something like that, and it could, maybe what it does. They might be playing some games, but this would be a good. These are kind of setups I like for. That's not it. Because you can put your stop loss just really tight, but if it breaks through, it's not doing it right. So you can put a tight stop loss because it does not need to make a lower low than this, although it can. Or you can, I would not go that low. I like it because it gives me a tight risk to reward. I mean tight, like 0.06% tight. And so, what would I lose? I could put $100 in here, and if it goes and hits my stop loss, I've lost maybe a dime or something crazy. This is one of the moments you could try something like that, and if you lose it, well, you lose a very, very small amount. But if it goes your way, then oh my gosh, I mean, you could put $1,000 position here and have a tiny stop loss and only lose like, you know, $1. So we're going to do it? Shoot, yeah, let's do it. It may not work, but I want to try it. Why not? You already stopped me out. So we are at, and I got different prices over here. But I think it's going to go down personally, so why do I want to long? I have nothing here just telling me you're just getting ready to bounce. So I don't see a reason for me to do it just yet. But what I want to do here, if I, see, if I saw a green candle, or if she caught there and had a green candle, I would consider entering. Even if you do it now, I might think about it. But I'm looking over here to see if she gets a lower low. Elliot, you suck, Elliot. I'm just saying. At least so far. Maybe it'll switch over and maybe I'll be the one that sucks. We're watching Bitcoin on the tiny 1 minute chart to see if she can go lower than this little guy. Because that stop loss would be amazing. I think she's going lower. We've got Miss Lucy down here. Can't pass up the chance to talk to the devil. Little Miss Lucy. This has got to be the longest minute that I've ever seen. Gosh, this minute is so long. If this minute was any longer, it wouldn't be a minute. Wow, it's like we're frozen in time. Oh, wow, you printed out a... All right, so I'm bored. I'm coming to the 10-second chart. We'll see what it says. I see a big hell no. Well, I don't see anything good. If it does come up, I don't see it sticking. I'll put it that way. Not saying it can't flap over there, because 10-second charts can do lots of things, but it shouldn't stick if it goes. I wouldn't think it would, but then, geez, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do. Oh, you gonna? Oh, she's trying. Oh, snap. But you cross bearishly over here. You can't possibly stick. I'm still going to do it with a tiny stop loss, though, if you do it. Holy crap. For real? So it's gained the 9 moving average here on the 10-second chart. Oh, she just lost it right when I was putting my numbers in. So, all right. I was going to go hard because I can get a really, really tight stop loss. Seriously, I was going to put my stop loss right below this little guy. But she didn't give me a green candle there. She lost her 9. So, Elliot, I think I won this one, Elliot. I think she's giving it up, Elliot. Yep, I think it's... Oh, there we go. Lower low. See, that would have been a stop out. I would have been giving up some Satoshis there that I want to hang on to. So is there a short? Man. I have not had any luck shorting this market. It's been very lackluster, not worth the effort for me and me trying. It's just like the pay is just not there. And then she comes up and does a little higher high somewhere. Stops you out. So breaking back into this pattern puts us on blast that we could come down here. Hopefully we won't. Hopefully we'll stop at one of these guys and try to go up. All right, so Bitcoin, she's taking a little bit of a dumpster dive, not hitting 107,000. As my thumbnail is still hopeful for the last 2 days, I'm still looking for 107. It might come tomorrow, may not come at all. I still think we're trying to work our way up here just a little bit. And then they want... Today's Monday, right? 26 people still here. You're the troopers hanging in here at the end. All right, get Lucy off the screen here. So as of now, it is Tuesday. So Tuesday morning will open up here in about 9 hours. And they're going to run some games on us. There's going to be a lot of news going out this week. I think Fed's talking, all this other crap's going on. It's going to be shaky market. And at some point during this week, probably Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to start seeing what they're going to be doing. Because they're going to be setting us up for the weekend. Okay, so let's plan ahead a little bit. And what they're doing, because they'll either try to run us up, we'll start seeing the run up starting, or we'll see the run down. And then by Friday, they're going to take it to the extremes, more than likely. That's been their play, what they've been doing lately, right? And then they do the old switcheroo on us, usually on a Sunday. Okay? So instead of being surprised and caught, like, oh my God, all the altcoins I bought are dumping. Well, let's, we can try to play their game with them. So let's pay careful attention to the market and what the altcoins are doing, especially Bitcoin, because the altcoins are going to follow Bitcoin, right? So I guess we could try to figure out what the hell Bitcoin's going to do since she lost that area. That was a point. Oh man, that's too big. Where will she catch short term, I guess, is what we're trying to figure out, if she'll catch short term. She's made a higher high after making a lower, an equal. Actually, gosh darn it, I'm looking for her to catch. She's at a 382. Oh, right, we're losing it right now as we're speaking, right? Yeah, 382. So looks like we're coming down to our 0.5 unless she wants to pop back above here. She may pop back above here. All right, so next area that I would look for support is about 105.076, right in that area. I think this one's got a good chance to hold the 0.5 Fibonacci from the big strong move that we had up there. I don't think that we'll see the 618. Could be mistaken. A lot of people will be looking for that 618 Fib area to hit. But if we are still bullish that we want to keep going up and making higher highs, I'll look for a bounce here. If it bounces off of here, then I'm going to lose a little confidence that we're looking for some of those bigger highs. That's just how this kind of works. So it gives the fibs are also helping me kind of gauge the momentum of how these moves are going too. That's just kind of, I don't know, man. It's not the first thing I ever learned from the fibs. It kind of came along with the territory. But it's kind of like a little yardstick, a little measurement for the whole move of it. So a bounce off of a 382 is extremely strong, and the bounce off of 50 is still good and strong. 618 is still awesome too, but it's not as strong as what we want to see if we're trying to look for any idea that we're trying to get up to go to new all-time highs or anything like that. We would start seeing some more bullish areas, if that makes any sense. So I am looking at this area. Let's see if that will hold. But the fib is about 104.8. And so my mindset is that I think that we can still go up this week and maybe even up to 108, maybe 109 even, depending. And then I'm kind of looking for them to kind of bearish retest around those areas and then start coming down a little bit. Don't know if that's how it's going to work, but that's what I got my eye on. That's what the charts are telling me to watch out for with these trend lines that we're coming up against and these resistance areas. We just haven't made it there, but she's trying to make a good start, higher highs and higher lows, and we're trying to stair step our way up there. It's just being kind of slow. Resistance ahead, but I think we're working our way up there. Guys, trade carefully. My altcoins should be going up over the next few days too, and I'm like I said, I don't know if that is going to stick. We hope that it will, but remember, altcoins also are going to have some resistance areas. So, but it could be fun over the next few days with altcoins. Let's keep our fingers crossed. We get a little bump up, but altcoins are tricky. Hard to have a long-term bag on them without losing your mind. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow night. Going to the end screen. Sean? Oh my God, he did it. Wow, you are on cue. I've been practicing. I put a piece of red tape on that button. Now I can see it. So you're going to hit it right on cue from now on? Well, I don't know about that. You know, we need to talk about pay and, you know, it's about time we get a raise around here, Road Dog. I'm just saying. I don't pay you at all, Sean. Well, you know, that might be the reason you don't get your screens on time, is all I'm saying. Sean, you ever heard the term passive aggressive? Maybe. Do you know what that means? I don't give a care about what that means. I think you might be passive aggressive. My name ain't Sean either, by golly. You keep calling me Sean. You know it's Billy, Bob. Billy. Bobby Joe, right? Yeah, Bobby Joe. Thank you. You do know my name. Of course I do, Sean. You son. Just tell them bye. Go ahead and let them go home, Road Dog. I'm gonna go to bed and let these nice people go to sleep. Go home. So Habib's on vacation. Oh, you're asking me. I thought you were just making a statement. See, you need to work on your communication skills sometimes. I don't know whether you're talking to me, you're making a statement, or you're asking me a question. Habib, he's on vacation. Yeah, he went to Delaware. He went to Delaware for vacation. Not Florida, No, Delaware. The corporate capital of the world. He wanted to see what it looked like. Oh, gee, okay. He's putting pictures on Instagram. All right. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow night.